All right, I'm waiting for this to load and then we're going to start. Okay, welcome YouTube. This is Alicia, and I am giving you a message that the Lord had revealed to me the other day. It was about Cinderella. Um, so the Lord kind of revealed to me. Actually, I'm going to check. Well, give me 1 second. I am going to mute just to make sure that. Actually, I'm not going to mute. I'm going to make sure that my live stream and this video is recording well. Okay, it is. Last time I did Bible study, it was messing up. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't messing up. All right, so let's get to it, right? So I wanted to share with you guys, and I felt like tonight is the right time to share it. So I feel like a few of you guys have been in this Cinderella stage, right? Where you probably been overlooked. No one ever seen you. Maybe people treated you like not so well. You know what I mean? Maybe you did so many good things for people and people mistreated you. People overlooked you. They never seen the good things that you did for them. They kind of, I feel like, there was people who took advantage of you to make you feel like you were not worthy of anything. You would never have anything in life. You were never going to amount to anything. And I feel like, you were hidden for a reason. I felt like the Lord did that. The Lord hid you for a reason. And you went through these many challenges to develop and prune your character so that you can be the woman that your prince needs, the person that God has for you, right? And I feel like this is something that I want to share is that your person will know, right? Like, even if they could be in denial, maybe in some slight situations where maybe some of you guys know who your prince is, right? But maybe your prince could be in denial, but deep down inside, he does know that you are something special. And the more that he gets closer to God, God will reveal that to him. But I wanted to say this so that you are able to stand confident, right? Even if you haven't met the person that you're meant to be with. Just like Cinderella, right? Like, he knew when he met her, he knew that she was something special. Just like at the ball, like all of those other women, but he knew that you were different, that you were set apart, that you were something to him, right? And what kind of clicked in my mind to share this with you guys is that, how like he literally not even just went to the ball, right? Because they went to the ball and she dropped her slipper. We all know that because she had a time frame. She had to go, right? And she thought, he ain't never gonna find me again, right? He ain't never gonna find me again. There's no way that he can find me. And there may be a situation where maybe a few of you guys may have met your prince, the person you're meant to be with, but you don't even know how you're going to see each other again. You don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe it was a distance, maybe you've seen each other one time, and it's like, when can this, how can he find me when I feel like I'm hidden, like nobody can see me? She didn't even know he was looking for her either, you know? And we know that she was like, all she was thinking about was him, and she knew like that she liked him. She did. Like, I feel like they both had mutual feelings, and I feel like when you meet your divine counterpart, the person that you're meant to be with from God, like you guys have mutual feelings. Whether there is some underlying feelings like nervousness, shy, feeling scared, feeling like maybe you're not good enough, because we do have those thoughts. And I feel like this is why God wants me to share this message with you guys, to help you to be confident. Because what did that prince do? Like, he didn't think about nobody else but her that night. He literally gathered up all the people to go and find her, right? And the shoe, it literally fit nobody but Cinderella, right? So I feel like what God's trying to say here is to remain confident, to know that you're different. Everybody, there may be 20 women in a room, but you cannot compare, right? There is a Bible verse that I actually want to share. There may be like so many women, but you're not like other ones. You're different, you're unique. This is in Proverbs 31. Let me look it up really quick. I'm so sorry. This is totally unplanned. I would have definitely wrote it down if I knew that I was going to say this. Um, so give me 1 second and then we will continue. Okay. I know that it was toward the end, so give me one moment. Okay. Um it is Proverbs 31 verse 29. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. So you being who you are and the person that's meant for you will know who you are. No one can fill your shoe. You know what I mean? No matter how many, like I said, and sorry to repeat myself, but no matter how many women are in the room, whether there's 100 people, whether there's 20 people, he will know you, and let's go back to the story. There was many women who wanted, he was looking for her, right? Because she was hidden because of certain reasons. Um, but he knew what he was looking for. He found her. He was going to continue to pursue her regardless of the distance, the time that he hasn't seen her. Even if he doesn't know her name, he's going to pursue and find out who she is, right? So there was many women who tried to, one, get in the way. So there could be in a few situations where um there may be people who try to come in the way of your relationship. And I want you to say, I want to say this to you guys, right? It's like, no matter how many people try to mock or try to fit the shoe that you fit in, trying to be like you, trying to take your person away or trying to distract, because the enemy is always at work, right? Because the enemy doesn't like godly marriages. He doesn't like when people do the right thing. So I'm not saying that this is everyone's situation, but I am saying that there are a few that, there may be people who try to distract your partner, and they're basically sent by the enemy, I feel like. And not just that, but also God does send us through tests as well. We are tested through temptation, but there are people who, the enemy does send in and try to distract as well. I want to say that. Um, he didn't give up. He didn't stop searching for her. And when that shoe fit Cinderella, he knew that it was her. He knew, because that shoe, right, fit her. But in real life, there would have been many people, right, that would have fit that shoe, because there's people who wear the same shoe size as even me. But I don't feel like that's what it means, right? I feel like it was like a reference to, like, no one can fit the shoe. No one can be who you are. You cannot be, you know, cloned, or, no one can pretend to be you or take your destiny. You know, the person that you're meant to be with will know. Um, so I feel like this is basically why God's having me share this with you guys, is because, there's sometimes that we feel like maybe it, let's just be realistic. We've been through a lot. We've been through things where we're like, different people have different traumas. Some people might be scared that maybe they're not loved because they've never really felt loved by a person that they've dated. Or maybe they don't feel good enough. Or maybe they feel like, this won't work out because it never works out. Or this won't work out because no one ever sees who I truly am and never cherishes it. And I feel like the Lord wants you to know is like, your person knows. So if your person has not revealed that they know that you're the one, and maybe you're not engaged, or maybe you guys haven't took it to the next level, he knows. Maybe he's waiting on the right timing, right? But he knows. Your person knows. There's no hiding it, there's no going around it. And your person is going to continue to pursue you over and over again. Now, there are some cases that some may fall into temptation, some may fall into the enemy's traps, this, and this. But if they continue to pursue the Lord, there will not be any of that. The more that he stays focused on the Lord, the more that this connection can go forward. Um, it's like God guides the path for you both. And what I'm getting for some of you guys is you're coming out of the Cinderella stage. Like, you're gonna stop being unnoticed. Like, people are gonna start to notice you. Not even just like the person you're meant to be with, but people are going to start to see you. You're not going to be overlooked anymore. Like, people are going to start to see who you really are as a person, like who you are. That kind person that always is there. You're always genuine, you're always caring. Like, your hard works are not going unnoticed. Everything that you're doing and did in your past for even people who overlooked you is not going unnoticed. God's seen it. He's going to reward you. He has better and plan for you in your future. And I feel like some of you guys are coming out. I'm not kidding, coming out of the stage. You're not being hidden anymore. Stop pretending. Stop trying to hide. Stop trying to be something you're not, because it's important that you be yourself and be your authentic self. Because how can your prince know who you are if you're acting like you're this and this girl? And same for, your prince. Like, how can you see him clearly if he's acting like someone else as well? It's important to be authentic, even if you're not perfect. You know what I mean? Because you will be loved by the right person. The person that the Lord has for you is going to see you fully, and, you know, you don't have to pretend. You can finally be seen, you can finally be heard, you can finally feel like, wow, I can really be myself. I can finally relax. I don't have to feel like I'm walking on eggshells, where I'm always like doing kind things for others and they don't see it, and they just walk all over me. They talk bad about me. They I know let me just say this. I know what it's like to be walked over. I know what it's like to be not seen. I know what it's like to be even looked over, where it's like you can be in a house full of people and they just overlook you like you don't even matter. So, like you have no value, or you're not a good enough person, and that you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. It's kind of like they felt like entitled. Oh, well, you should clean my clothes. You should do this. You should do that. I mean, the only thing I should be doing is what the Lord has told me to do. Whether I looked dumb or not to others, I'm going to do what's right. So, that's what I had to say. Um is many of you guys, your time is coming. You know, some of you may be engaged and going into marriage. Some of you guys may be going out of relationship into engagement. I feel like there will be some people who find their person and they don't have them yet. And I feel like it's happening quietly soon. I'm not going to give a time frame, but if you're hearing this video right now, it's happening sooner than you think. So, um, that's all that I really have to share. I don't really post like about romantic things and stuff like that. Um, about love and stuff, but the Lord did reveal this to me, and I felt like I needed to share it with somebody. And there's a few videos I still need to record and post, but I just haven't. And sometimes there's distractions and stuff like that. But remember to love yourself, to know that you're worthy, that you're worth everything, and there's no reason for you to be jealous of other women looking at the person you're meant to be with if you're in a connection. Like, there's no reason to be jealous over something that's yours and destined for you. I get that you're worried because maybe the past, but if something's meant for you, it's meant for you. And let nothing separate it, right? Let nothing separate it. Let nothing come in between what God is bringing together. Amen. So that's what I wanted to share. Make sure you guys are following me, like, share, follow. If you're not following me on Facebook, please follow me. We're in a group called Sisters Talks Bible, and we do Bible studies, prayer, stuff like that. Sometimes we do like fun things. We haven't really did much of that though in a while, just because things have been going on, but we've been doing Bible studies and prayers. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful and blessed day, night, whenever you guys hear this. And guys, comment below. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. I hope that everyone has a beautiful and blessed relationship, marriage, and I truly believe everybody deserves that. So I'll see you guys next time.